loves, it's Sam. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the new L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Foundation, Concealer, sorry it's open, and Blush. I've got the receipt so I can tell you the prices right here. Okay, so the foundation was $8.99, the concealer was $7.79, and the blush was $7.79 at Ulta. So all really, really good prices, in my opinion. If it's under $8, I feel like that is like, you cannot get better than that. So great prices. So basically what this foundation claims to do is to instantly blur lines, spots, and uneven texture for younger looking skin in just seconds. Skin feels touchably soft and smooth. The concealer claims to instantly blur the look of lines, spots, and under eye circles. Same exact thing. And then the blush instantly blurs dullness for a just-kissed glow. I think there's 4 shades of blush I picked up, or maybe it's 3. Maybe I picked up all 3. I cannot remember now. There was either 3 or 4. So I picked up these 3 colors. So Soft Peach 501, which is on this cheek. 502 Soft Pink, which is on that cheek. And then 503 Soft Berry, which I did not put on my cheeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you first. So basically what these are they're almost like a gel, if you asked me. I think it's almost like a creamy gel, and it's weird because some of them have a different consistency to the other. Like this one is really, really creamy. It comes out super smooth. But then the 502 comes out a little bit more dry and kind of chunky, if you can notice the difference there. And then the Soft Berry, which is the darkest of the 3, comes out on the really gel-like side. So it's quite strange because they're almost all a different consistency. Like the light one's really creamy and then these two are more gel. So it's kind of an interesting formula. I can't really describe what it is. Other than that one, it seems more creamy, but so it's more like kind of like a tint stain. You can see it's just kind of tinting my hand underneath. It's almost like your skin itself is blushing versus putting product on your skin. So as you can see, it gives you like a really pretty glow and sheen to the skin without being sparkly or shimmery or look like you have a lot of product on it. Just kind of basically stains your skin. I'll kind of tell you more of how to apply them once I'm done talking about them. I will be applying everything that I'm talking about right now in a little bit. If you are someone who has dull skin, maybe dry skin, or you know, if you're not super duper greasy and you're looking for that really fresh, dewy cheek, you will really, really like these because that's what it does. It just gives you this really fresh kind of like blushed, like you're actually blushing. This is your natural skin. If you like a real natural makeup look, you would really, really love these. The only thing that I don't like about them is that they don't last quite as long on my face as like a normal blush would. Even though it seems like it would be a stain, it doesn't have the staying power on my face because I am quite oily. This whole collection doesn't have the staying power. That's one of the downsides for this collection, is that because I do have the oily skin, it just doesn't hold up with my delightful grease. So that's the only downside for these. And then just the fact that like I usually tend to stay away more from cream kind of gel blushes. They're a little bit more time consuming. So I don't really prefer them, but of course I picked them up to review for you guys. But they are still very nice. If you do like cream gel kind of tint type blushes, I really do recommend these because they are very beautiful and very natural looking on the skin. And they do blend out easily. It's not like they blend out like, or they're really streaky or they're hard. They're very silky. They glide on really, really nicely. It's just, it takes for me longer than just putting a powder on real quick. As far as the concealer goes, absolutely love this concealer. It's probably one of my favorite concealers ever because it brightens so well, but it does not look like you have concealer under your eyes. Like literally it just looks like, hi, I'm just naturally fabulous under there. For that aspect, it's amazing. It does not settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. It really smooths everything under your eye. You look so young and vibrant and bright and healthy and dewy and glowy. However, this does break me out. Everywhere that I apply this product, I have little bumps, and I've been using it for like, I don't know, a couple weeks, and I just started noticing like all these bumps popping up like pretty much everywhere it is. So like all here, all down the center of my nose, and then all on my chin where I apply it is like just annoying little bumps that like won't even come to a head. They're just bumps. For that reason, I'm bummed out, but Other than that, this is perfect. This is like seriously one of the best concealers that I've ever used. It just looks so beautiful underneath the eye, so natural looking. As far as the foundation goes, I got the color 208 Sand Beige, which I matched to like when I'm wearing a self tanner. Obviously it's way too dark for my natural skin. You do get a lot of product, and by the way, with these blushes and the concealer, this will last you a lifetime. Like seriously, you don't need very much. A little bit goes a long way, and you get a lot of product, so it's well worth the money. Same for this. I feel like you do get a decent amount. It's 1.3 ounces, and I love the fact that the packaging is so easy. It's just a nice tube. It's, you know, plastic. You're not going to break anything. It's quite thin, you know, for the most part. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I do like the packaging. I think they've made it very kind of simple and easy. Just a squeezy tube. Same with all of the other ones. It's just a squeezy tube. You just squeeze it out on your hand and there you go. Here's the deal for this foundation. Basically, if you have wrinkles, if you have fine lines, if you just want your skin to look youthful and get that glow, you know how Jennifer Lopez always looks so dewy and like, yeah, I'm still 20. That's what this foundation is going to do for you. It's not like a ridiculously full coverage foundation. You're not going to get that porcelain doll face, flawless, like I cannot see any skin peeking through. This is not what this is going to do. What this does is give you the most natural skin-like dewy finish out of all of the foundations that I have ever tried. It covers nicely. Like I would say it's a medium, it's like a medium to soft full coverage. So you're not going to get ridiculous coverage, but it's still going to cover like all your imperfections. Like you guys know I have a lot of discoloration, I have a lot of scarring, I have a lot of stuff that just doesn't look natural or doesn't look nice naturally, and this covers everything just fine. I'm perfectly happy with the coverage. You know, it evens out the skin tone, but what I love about it the most is that on my forehead wrinkles that are so deep and delightful from frowning, actually it's from raising my eyebrows all the time, it does not settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. It totally does what it says. It blurs them. It just makes your skin, like under my eyes, like I don't have any wrinkles under there. It just looks so tight and fresh and like I'm an 18-year-old again, which is awesome. These lines around here can get quite horrible with foundation, and it doesn't settle in them. It just makes your skin look so much younger than it is, and that's what I love about this foundation. I haven't noticed any actual like breakouts from the foundation yet. I have noticed it from the concealer, but like as far as like everywhere else that I've applied the foundation, I haven't noticed any breakouts, but I haven't used it that much. I've used the concealer a whole lot more. I've only used this a few times. I haven't noticed anything as of right now, but don't hold me to that because you never know how that happens. I might use it again and then all of a sudden I get major breakouts. I would not recommend this for oily skin. So for me, it just doesn't have the lasting power, and that's why this is the con to this foundation. The lasting power on me, it just like literally within a 4 to 5 hour period, it looks like I took a big old tub of Vaseline and swiped it on my forehead and right here and right here. So all in my T-zone, I definitely get really, really greasy looking. Like it gets super like Vaseline sheen going on. And then it starts to kind of break down and just kind of disappear. Like I wouldn't even say it breaks down, it just kind of goes away. Like, where did you go? It just magically disappeared. So if you're looking for something that is like a super duper long lasting, like you will stay perfect all day long, unless you have dry skin, maybe that would work. But if you have like if you have like combination oily, it's not gonna work. Also, if you're looking for shine control, this is not a shine control foundation, but you wouldn't even be buying this if you're looking for that because it's completely the other end of the spectrum. This is designed for people who are concerned about fine lines and wrinkles, a more youthful, dewy finish. If you're more mature, I would definitely recommend getting this foundation. If you are kind of like in the mid-range like me, where you're starting to get wrinkles and you're like, oh, but you maybe have normal to dry skin, I really feel like you would love this skin. I feel like you'd love this skin. I really feel like you'd love this foundation. I do love the way my skin looks when I'm wearing it for the first 4 hours. So maybe just wear it for like, if you do have oily skin, wear it for just like a date, like you're only going out for a certain amount of time, because it looks so beautiful. Like your skin just looks so fresh and natural, and it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup, and it just looks like you're just naturally fabulous. I'm just naturally fabulous like this. I didn't even wear makeup, this is my skin. If you have wrinkles and fine lines, you need to get this because it's gonna make your skin look so young. So if you wanna have looking young, dewy, J-Lo looking skin, you need to get this. You need to get this. And you even need to get this because it does look so fresh and natural. Those are my thoughts. So the next clip will be me applying all of these products, the foundation, the concealer, and the blush, so that you can see exactly what they look like, how I apply them, the best ways that I found to apply them. And then, yeah, that's it. Okay, so I found that this applies best with a flat top kabuki. I really love this Perfecting Face one from Bare Minerals. It's got the little indentations. If you did want to put like the product inside of it, you can. I usually just stick it on the top of my hand. So the color that I have is 208 Sand Beige. The colors are really hard to pick when you're in the store because you can't test them out, and they all look so similar. So I got one for like when I'm kind of tan. However, I do feel like this is a tad bit orangey, so keep that in mind when you are shopping. If you do self-tan, I feel like this one might be just a little bit too much. You can probably see what I'm talking about. It's just got a little bit more like an orangey kind of reddish base than I would like, but it ends up blending out okay once you have everything finished. So you can see as I'm applying it, it pretty much just kind of like, as you're putting it on, it just makes all of your boo-boos disappear, but it doesn't look thick or heavy on the skin. So I'm just gonna do this side so that you guys can see. And it's so quick to apply. It really blends out easily. It's one of those really effortless, like super easy things to put on. This side versus this side. So you can see how it's evened everything out, but it's not like ridiculously flawless. It's not gonna give you that holy crud moly amazing like doll face flawless coverage, but it does cover up for the most part what you need to cover, but still looks like skin. It really looks so skin-like that it's pretty impressive. You would think that it wouldn't have any coverage because it looks so like natural looking, but it really does have a decent amount of coverage. And it's weird because like when you're putting it like on with your brush, it doesn't even feel like you're like, doesn't feel like you're spreading anything on your face. Like, it's a really interesting formula. It's pretty darn cool if you ask me, but it's one of those foundations that if you're someone who doesn't want to fuss and doesn't want to spend a bunch of time with your skin, it's really fast and it just kind of gets the job done within like a couple of minutes. You don't have to worry about blending or anything like that. So you can see with the first layer that it is just, my skin is still peeking through, but for the most part it's pretty even. It's covered, you know, a decent amount of stuff, but it's not like everything is completely bare like blank canvas. So I mean, you can still see my little bit of freckles poking through, you know, on my chin a little tiny bit, but it's still like a decent enough coverage. I actually don't know if this is buildable or not. It seems like it really wouldn't be because it's just so skin-like. I think it would just kind of melt back into your skin again, but I'm just going to take a little bit more and just kind of see if we can build up that coverage. I really don't think you can though. I think it's kind of like what you see is what you get for the first coat. Yeah, it really is. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's a buildable coverage. So as you can see, it does have a very dewy finish. It's like very like healthy, kind of glowy, dewy, youthful skin. You can see it hasn't settled into my lines at all. Throughout the day, it almost gets better as far as like the wrinkles go. It like blurs them even more, which is really weird, but it does. So now I'm gonna apply the concealer. So the concealer that I have is in 302 Light. I'm just gonna take this much, I put it under my eyes. So as far as coverage, brightening, it doesn't settle into fine lines. It makes everything look really very young and fresh underneath the eyes. This works fine with the Beauty Blender, or you can just use a regular brush. This is just the P88 from Sigma. My Beauty Blender is in my other makeup bag right now, which I think is in my purse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. But you can see, I mean, it really does kind of brighten and just kind of camouflage everything under there. It just makes it look really nice and bright and alive. Okay, so you can see how everything is bright and covered and just really like, just, I don't know, glowy under there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my bronzer on, and then I will be back with the blush. So on this cheek, I'm gonna put the 501 Soft Peach. And these just come out in a tubey squeeze, a squeezy tube. So I just put, oh wow, a lot of that came out. Ooh, it's a bit nervous. You don't need that much. What I have found is the best thing is to use a stippling brush. This is just the BH Cosmetics one. And then you just take a little bit poke it into the back and then just kind of smash it around on the back of your hand first so that you don't get a big old glob. And then you just kind of start patting it at first right onto the back of the cheek. If you need to get more, you can always get more. And then just start buffing it in. And you can kind of intensify these two by adding just a little bit more. So with this color, I ended up using the whole that whole amount. Sorry, I can't even talk today. And you can see it just gives you that really very natural, like flush cheek, almost as if this is just your natural skin and you've just been blushing. So that's the soft peach. On this side, I'm going to use 502 soft pink, which is a slightly brighter pink. And this one doesn't come out as creamy. It's weird. It's almost like clumpy, which is strange. So I'm just gonna get that and smash it into my hand. And you can see the tint of it is already a little bit darker. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing on this side. And you can see the color intensity is already a lot darker. You have to be careful with these other ones because they're pretty bright. So I don't know if you can tell the difference. This side is just a little bit pinker. It's just a slight more bold color, whereas this is just a very, very subtle like baby pink. So I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to tell the difference, but that's one small amount and that's a lot of, that's like twice the amount on this side of the two different colors. So they're still very dewy, very fresh and youthful. That's what those blushes do. They have a tiny bit of like a sheen in the light. If you kind of turn your head, you can see it's just all about glow. Like this whole collection for me just gives you a really glowy, dewy, youthful skin. There it is on the skin. Full finished. I didn't powder, I didn't do anything else other than just put my eyes and makeup on, or my eyes and lips on. But there is the finished result. So I hope that this has helped you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and my blog, samschuerman.com. Please like this or give me a thumbs up if you did find it helpful, and don't be afraid to share, ladies. Sharing is caring. And men, if you're watching this, if you know someone that has been wondering about this, please share it. I would love that. It would be amazing. I would really appreciate it. And please subscribe if you are new from this video. Thank you. Bye.